of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Steelers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get that complete to Powell. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen, but we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Off play action, Fields. They'll roll him out right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. They run the counter. It's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath. Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. steps away to his left. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. On the move to his left. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Out to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Mahomes now on the sneak. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Brings up 2nd and 9. They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. T.J. Watt in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the counter. It's Harris, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now it's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw is incomplete. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. McLeod to return it. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields steps away. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play action. It's Fields sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On to give. This is Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now here's Fields on the sneak. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On play action, it's Mahomes. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's got this down to the 35. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy. And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make. Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Bradley Chubb, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life. No doubt about it. But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling. And happy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Second and 10. A first throw for the backup Haskins. Flush to his right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so it looked like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again. Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete here to Waller. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Rolling to his right. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 31, Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Ray McCloud to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields being chased out left. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Here's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields out to his left.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Robinson here. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, they complete it to Hill. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free. But you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his left. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there hauled in by Claypool. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He juked him, bulldozes past him, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 85 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Harris. Shreds the tackle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes steps away. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set the tone, defense, let's go. Number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. They can't hang with us. 15.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at third and the nose of the football.
Right there, in the middle, 55. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Check 37, check 37.
They go play fake. Mahomes buying time to his left.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. McLeod now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop. Harris going to get it again on second down. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Escaping the pressure right. He gets it complete to Harris.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down. But if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground. And that they did that time for a loss.
Again, it's Harris on second down. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. They'll roll him out right.
He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Back to throw, Fields. Dancing, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Steps away to his left. That's caught left side by Hardman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Go. Go.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Out to his left. And going deep for Hill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Keep running, man.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
This is it.
Boswell for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just